Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a little review of this dash camera that I just got by Marbella. Sorry. Okay, this is the KR. I forgot the model. KR8S Pro, made in Korea. Records in full HD 1080p for the rear and front camera. So it's Wi-Fi capable, dual dash cam recorder. It uses the Sony Starvi CMOS sensor. It's 3 megapixel. So I shall just go through briefly the specs. You can pause this video to see in detail. Right, 2-channel recording front and rear at 30 frames per second. It's wide angle. Okay, built-in Wi-Fi, so you can actually download the app on your Android or iOS device. Low power consumption. Okay, it's recording in format free technology, which is TAT, but not to worry, it'll decode or convert. It will convert the file to MP4 when it's transferred over to your phone, so you can actually see on your PC as well. Okay, so recording modes: normal driving, upon impact, and also 24 hours parking surveillance recording. Supports up to 256GB memory card. Okay, so you need to download the Marbella DVR app on your Google Play Store. I'll show a video of that, how I downloaded it and how to actually operate the software. Okay, so let's have a look inside the box. Okay, so inside the box you have this quick start manual guide. Of course, the camera is already been installed on my van. I've gone through the guide and it's relatively simple. Of course, I've gotten a professional to install it for me this afternoon. Wondering where I got the installation, or rather the whole of this device, is from Dashcam SG. Found them on Carousel. So I dropped them a message, inquired a bit before actually making my decision on this model, because at $299 it actually fits my budget. And for front and back camera with Wi-Fi capability, I would say this is a good price, you know. Okay, so this is how it looks. It also shows you in detail how to open up the file on your PC. Oh, what happened? Sorry, my cabin light just acting up. It always flickers when it's on for quite some time, so I have to switch to this phone light. Okay, so right now I'll go to the app functions. Then I will show you some of the recordings done in the daytime, in the night time, and also the parking mode. So for the software, it's relatively easy to use even for first time beginners. Just have to download the Marbella DVR app from your app store. So mine is an Android phone. Once you have downloaded, just click on open. Okay, so there's a prompt that says you need to connect to your Wi-Fi network, meaning the camera will broadcast its own SSID. So you can connect to the camera and you can download the files, or you can adjust any of the camera settings. So right now I will proceed to my Wi-Fi. Okay, so right now the camera is of course on because my vehicle's ignition is on. It's now in actually recording mode, but the camera will automatically switch to its Wi-Fi once I will connect to it, and I will launch the app. Okay, upon this juncture, the LED light on the camera will switch from recording to Wi-Fi mode. So right now it's in Wi-Fi. It will not be recording because there's technically you can't do two things at the same time, you know, because the card needs to be accessed on its memory because you need to download the data. So you can't actually download the data and have something written on the card, right? It will not work that way. Hope that clarifies. So right now this is the live view, right? So if I move my finger in front, you can see, yep, okay, it's a live view for the front. Let's go from the left to right. From the left side is where you can mute or unmute the onboard camera. I choose to mute it at all times, so it can record more footages. For me, that's important. And the icon on the right side, to the right of it, is where you can switch between the front and the rear camera. Okay, the third icon, I'm not sure what this does. It looks like a icon of a human or a user. It says B, and then there's a left or right arrow. I'm not sure what this does, but yeah, apparently it's not supported by this model. And the one on the right side here is of course to take a snapshot. So if I just click this, okay, shutter sound will come out from the camera, and it will take a picture of the front and the back camera. So how do we view the files if we want to download them? So we click on at the bottom, you will see real-time file and settings. So we'll go to file. Alright, these are the files that I've already downloaded. It's in my phone memory. I'll need to click on DVR, top right corner, DVR. Okay, so these are all the files inside the memory card as of now. Its installation, we'll look at the 31st August. That wasn't the installation date, that was the date where it's not set yet. So from the beginning till 9:30, right, it's keeping this memory. I'm using a 128GB micro SD card, so it's able to keep more files. And as you can see, each file is actually 1 minute, right? 1 minute. Okay, so if we want to preview, not download, preview first the file, just click on the date. So you can replay the front or the rear camera. and the file will actually be streamed over Wi-Fi from the camera to your phone. Right, so let me choose example 1740. Okay, so let's preview the file on the same time, but this time it's for the rear camera. Pretty clear, I would say, right? I will show the footages front and back daytime, front and back nighttime, and also the parking mode. Okay, so all events recorded during parking are over here. Same thing. Okay, front and rear. Right, the download button is on the right side icon here, if you can see. Right, choose whether you want to download the front or the rear. It will download into the phone. We took a snapshot just a few minutes ago. Okay, so it should be the last file. Okay, that's the snapshot for the front. Where's my rear snapshot? There we go. Right, so relatively easy. Once you're done, before that, let's click on settings. So over here you can change your Wi-Fi password, you can change the SSID, that means what's the name that's broadcasted by the camera for you to connect it. The rest of the settings are not touched. Okay, so video quality, by default it will record in full HD, that means 1080p for the front and rear camera. And the rest of the settings are what's recommended by the installer. Parking impact sensor 6. Okay, so it's in somewhere in between, slightly higher, but yeah, just after. Okay. Okay, so an important thing to take note is that the SD card partition, the file that's been recorded in the memory card, is not .mp4 by default. It's TAF, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to touch this. Okay, but when it's downloaded onto your phone, the file has been converted by this software into MP4. So from that file you can actually transfer from the phone to the computer and play back on the computer. Alright, so once you have done with viewing, downloading whatever files, just click the back button and you need to close the app. This is very important because right now the camera is still in Wi-Fi mode, and if you were to just what we call minimize the app, for example, the camera will still stay in Wi-Fi mode as long as it's connected to your phone, and it will not record. And I've encountered that in the afternoon just now, when I just switch off my van, walked away, just after downloading the file without even closing the app, when I start back the vehicle, the camera wasn't recording, and when I actually left the van, the parking mode wasn't activated. So that's a very important thing for this model. So I will close the application. I will off my Wi-Fi. Then the camera switches back to recording mode. So just to show you, once you have turned off the ignition, the parking mode will start in approximately about 1 minute. Now it's still recording. Okay, because it records a file of a duration of 1 minute, then it'll go off, then it'll switch to the parking mode.
Parking mode recording starting.
Alright, so right now it's in parking mode, and it will only start recording if it detects any movement. So right now it isn't. If there's someone moving in front, see, got that? It starts to record, and the clip, if I'm not wrong, it will be 15 seconds. Thereafter, it will go off. Okay, so anytime it detects movement at the front camera or the rear camera, which we can see in the rear view mirror there. Let me zoom in a bit. Yep, it will record. So here I am entering the Shell station to finally begin my charging process. And hello lady. Hello lady. This lady just walks like she's in her own house, not looking at the big van in front of her. And oh, what do we have here? A small little Fit just parked in the middle of nowhere, not letting people come through. Not sure if there's a driver inside, maybe it's just a passenger. No choice, have to reverse. There's a car at the back. See how just because of one person, two persons be affected. So anyway, I'm thoroughly pleased with the performance of this dash camera. No doubt it's 3 megapixel, but quite clear the day, quite clear the night. Yep, so this is my little review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.